Hello! So, welcome to my second painting in my Mermay series, Mermaids, Magic, and Musings, and I am super excited today. I'm stoked about this painting, and the reason why is because of resin. I love working with resin, it's one of my favorite mediums. It is, however, one of the most temperamental, cruel, messy mediums to work with. It will destroy anything it touches. It dries like hard like cement, clear cement, and like don't get it on your clothes because your clothes are done. Like just throw them away. Give up on them. It's over. When I mix the resin, I mix in plastic little styrofoam cups because if you try to mix with anything reusable, nothing is reusable. Nothing is safe. But I still love it. I love the way it looks. I love shiny glittery things, so I just gotta, y'all. Just gotta. I also gotta thank all the lovely people from Instagram because I got so much love yesterday on Instagram. Everyone was so wonderful. My first post yesterday did so well. I got so many really kind comments and a lot of likes for me. There's a lot of accounts that get a lot more likes than I do, but I still found it a lot for me. I think it's great. And I made a friend yesterday. It's so cool. I was really trying to make it a point to engage with other artists who are participating in Mermay this year and give them some love, and it was really great because I found such really cool art and befriended some people, and it was really awesome. I felt really happy because I was worried for some reason that I would flop and then no one would want to see my art or something like that. You know, stupid self-critical stuff that everyone does that. Everyone worries that their stuff isn't good enough, but I actually got so much positive feedback. It was really reassuring. So if you came here from my Instagram, thank you. You are wonderful. Alright, so let's talk about this painting. So, if you notice, she has no tail. She has no physical significator or indication that she is a mermaid. I wanted to play on symbolism and play on something that is not physically apparent or something that you could physically read on a person, and have it be more of a spiritual or intuitive or an emotional state that innately is within her personality or in her spirit. And the symbolism that I'm referring to is, first of all, the third eye, which for me is higher knowledge, intuitive insight, just being emotionally attuned to her environment or her surroundings beyond what is physically apparent to just your normal everyday eyes. And then from her actual eyes, she's going to be crying water that's spilling down the same color as her hair into a ocean wave. It's something that's so much a part of her that it's becoming a part of the actual world around her. It's spilling out of her self and into her environment. So I wanted to work on something that was about innately being something, even if you don't look like it or you don't fit the stereotype, but it's just a part of you. So I am painting this in acrylics, and I kind of have difficulty painting faces in acrylics because acrylics dry so easily. A lot of times when I paint faces, I mix it with retarder, which is a medium for acrylics that slows the drying time. But even with retarder and a more slowed down drying time, acrylics still dry incredibly fast. So I have a lot of trouble working out what I'm doing and getting the anatomy correct, because with anatomy I work pretty slow. Structural stuff and anatomy and things like that are not my strong suit. It's really just taught. I'm much better with color theory and coming up with really good color schemes, but with anatomy I really like to take my time, and unfortunately with acrylics they dry incredibly slow. I actually started really preferring working in oils when it comes to faces, but I'm really still expanding my collection of oil paints, and they take so long to dry. Then you end up with the opposite problem. So I'm trying to balance between doing acrylics and oils, and so I've started actually doing acrylic underpaintings and doing oils on top of it. But for this, I just did the acrylic and didn't do the oil, which is fine, but it still took a long time to get everything precisely right, and I painted over things so many times. And I feel like with my acrylic paintings, they always have an ugly stage. So if you look at your paintings, especially acrylic paintings, where you're trying to do realism or at least get details in a specific way or paint things in a specific way, and you just can't seem to get it right for like so long, same though, me too. I think it's just the medium. I think it's just getting things right is difficult, so don't be hard on yourself. A lot of paintings have an ugly stage. I just accept it, try not to judge myself, and keep moving. With small details, I literally just use pens because like a small paintbrush and doing like really delicate line work with acrylic is just like, no, we're not gonna do that, it's too hard. I even, like you saw there where I pulled it off the easel to paint like close up, because even at that angle it's difficult. My hand's too shaky, so yes, I don't even try. I just use pens for that stuff. Alright, so now it's time for the awesome part, the resin. So the first thing I do is I tape off the painting. I do it in 3 layers. The first layer of clear packing tape I do on the front, with the lip facing the front, and then the second time I do it on the side, I do it with the lip facing the back, and then I bend the tape over the back. And then the third time I do the tape just flat on the back to seal everything, and then I run my hands across it to make sure there is no leaks where the resin could seep through the sides. Now, as far as the mixing part, I would advise y'all to use gloves. I didn't use gloves because I make bad choices, but you probably should use gloves. As for mixing, I'm using a 1-to-1 ratio. I'm following the instructions on my box. You should follow the instructions on your box. When I mix it for an extreme amount of time. I mix it until I think I'm done, and then I mix it some more, and then I mix iridescent medium and glitter inside of it to make it shiny, and then I mix it again. The reason why I mix it so much is because if it is not mixed thoroughly, or not dry, not cured, and it will stay tacky and disgusting, and it will possibly ruin your painting. There's ways to salvage it, but it's a pain. After I get done, I hit it with a blowtorch to pop all the bubbles, and then I leave it somewhere safe to cure. Overnight, usually, because resin takes about 10 hours to cure. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. If you would like to see more, you know where you can find me: Etsy, Facebook, Instagram, and if you would like to buy this painting, I have it listed on Etsy, and all these links are down below. Come back tomorrow for the next one.